Tap changers with line drop compensation. So why tap changer controllers are used? So in order to improve the voltage regulation along with the distribution feeder, this tap changer controller will be equipped, and they are so called line drop compensation. So during high load, the line drop compensation, it results in high voltage, and during low load, this line drop compensation results in low voltage. So this is obtained by compensating for the voltage drop along a fictitious impedance. So the voltage magnitude at the terminal of the transformer, that is start of distribution feeder, that is kept approximately the following value, right? So I repeat, the voltage magnitude at the terminal of the transformer, that is start of the distribution feeder, so it is kept at the approximate following value, that is u of 0 is equals to u reference plus rsp plus xsq by u nominal. So u nominal is the nominal voltage, p and q are the total power through the transformer, u reference is the voltage reference of the controller, and rs and xs are the impedance setting of the controller. So the result of this controller is that the voltage is not kept constant at the terminal of the transformer, but instead voltage is kept constant for the virtual point at an electrical distance rs plus j xs along the feeder. So transformer with one single feeder. So let us consider a transformer supplying a single feeder with uniformly distributed loads P and Q. The magnitude along the feeder is found from below equation, that is delta U is equals to delta U by U nominal, which is equals to RP plus XQ divided by U square nominal in bracket delta minus 1 by 2 delta square. So from this it results in, by using the above formula, the resultant is u delta is equals to u of 0 minus half in bracket rp plus x cube by u nominal in bracket 2 delta minus delta square. This u of 0 is the voltage magnitude at the terminal of the transformer, right, that we discussed here, u of 0, right. So choosing rs is equals to 1 by 4 r and xs is equals to 1 by 4 into x, you can see here. So which results in a voltage profile where maximum voltage, that is equally above the set point, and lowest voltage, that is below the set point. Okay, the resulting voltage profile along the feeder is u delta is equals to u reference plus half into rp plus xq by u nominal in bracket delta square minus 2 delta plus half. So two stage boosting. So the design of distributed feeders follows a number of rules, that is, it was also shown that main limitation to the hosting capacity, that is due to the boosting of the voltage magnitude to prevent under voltages. So here we are going to discuss the design methods, which is somewhat in a different way. So with the emphasis more directly on the under voltage and over voltage. So It is not useful for the design of distribution feeders, but it gives some additional insight of under voltage problem. So here we can provide an easy method for estimating the hosting capacity in case of uniformly distributed generators. So we'll take an example and we'll consider some of the design parameters for distribution feeders. Right, that is the deadband of the tap changers that we should be between 102 to 104%. That is one consideration, design parameter consideration. Next is boosting of the voltage that should take place in two steps of 2.5% each. The lowest voltage magnitude that should be 94%, where boosting takes place, and it should set to the maximum feeder length. The voltage drop during maximum load is 1/4 of the voltage drop during maximum load. Quarter means 1/4. So these are some of the design parameters. Thank you.